Alright, welcome back to another Art of War 3 replay. I'm your host, JEONG SINAH, and today we're going to be showcasing a PvP battle. I'm going to be the blue Confederate player, facing off against a rank 20 resistance player. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got some early action unfolding on the battlefield. We can see that red is HQ2. They're in production of coyotes from double assault vehicle factories, so at the moment, I am suspecting a possible rush from the red player. So we can see that red isn't really trying to tech up to HQ3 quite yet. And we can actually see there's now triple assault vehicle factories here. So one of those factories is getting upgraded. So now I'm heavily suspecting that there's going to be some kind of rush. So I've got a rocket tower at the front. I've produced a hammer. You can see there's a couple units here kind of probing my defenses. I've got a cyclone out. And here we go. We can see there's a ton of units, a lot of coyotes and riflemen on that cliff there. That is a classic rush build. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make more units to try to buffer my defenses. In the meantime, we can see that red has actually gone HQ3, which I was not expecting. And red has also put down an avia factory and a special vehicle factory. And we can see a ton of riflemen in the area there. So this is an interesting build. I'm not quite sure what to think of it yet, but here is the real plot twist here. A construction yard from the red player. So it looks like red is possibly doing some sort of tower rush. So we're going to go ahead and try to move our forces in. We can see that red has actually built a defensive line with sniper towers, an anti-air tower, and a construction yard. We can see red's full ground army and a dragonfly in the mix there. So this is my first attempt at attacking red, and we can see that I took the frontal approach to see if I could punch through. Turns out I am not able to punch through. I do not have the firepower to do so. Red's buildings were pretty tough, so they were possibly on a gold common defense boost. So I'm going to retreat. I need to tech up, so I'm going to go to HQ3 at this time, just so I can try to catch up to the rank 20 resistance player. We can see there's another construction yard here. 2 more gun towers coming down, so red is full on building a giant defensive line between themselves and my army. So I'm going to go ahead and retreat here. I just don't have enough ground troops quite yet to engage red fully. I'm trying to produce a combination of cyclones, hammers, and infantry. So I'm going to move the majority of my ground forces to the top of the map. And here comes red with their forces. We've got infantry, coyotes, and dragonflies moving in. I'm going to throw on a gold common defense boost. So my plan is to just drive around the defensive wall that the red players built while I try to defend my base. So let's see how this turns out. I've got 2 rocket towers to help me, and this is really working out in my favor so far. My hammer tanks are now moving in onto the red player's base. And we can see that the dragonflies are trying to score some hits onto my army here, but I've just got way too many cyclones in the area. Meanwhile, red has been caught by surprise. My hammers and infantry are now moving in to start to take out some structures. So we can see that the remnants of red's army trying to make a push. It's just not going to work out. Red's now suddenly trying to make more units here, but red is in trouble. I've just taken out the porcupine there. Special vehicle factory is going to go down. And we can see that red does not have any units or buildings to defend at their base. We can see that there are so many resources poured into this defensive line. And look how useless that defensive line is. My cyclones are coming around the side now. And now we are just wrecking the rest of this red player's base. So this is pretty much good game at this point. I got a notification shortly after that the red player had surrendered, so I spent the rest of the battle doing contracts. Hope you all enjoyed this battle. This is just an example of how not to panic when you see a higher ranked player trying to push a defensive line onto your base. So good luck in your battles, and we will see you in the next one.
Victory.